Hello. Namaste. My name is Laura, and I'm so grateful that you're here today joining me for this practice that will be a combination of restorative yoga, gentle yoga movements, and breath work, and self-massage with a nourishing oil to help us to embody our elemental wisdom, the connection that we all have with the natural elements, earth, water, fire, air. We'll be focusing on today, though there are more. Through some different techniques and practices, we will be experientially connecting with each element in this practice today. So as you're preparing, you can grab a nourishing oil or massage cream, lotion if you wish to. It's not required, but if you happen to have one within an easy reach, you can grab that. And a couple of yoga props. So a bolster, you might happen to have a yoga block, you can grab that, and a cushion. And then we'll begin. Once you have all of those items, we'll begin with the element of earth in a grounding experience. You might sit on the earth. You can even bring your fingertips to touch the ground below. You may close down through the eyes, noticing the points of contact that you share with the earth. It's moving into a brief orienting exercise to help us to arrive in this space, in this time. So you can feel exactly where you sit. You might sense your surroundings, the space around you, and if you feel to open through the eyes and start to turn your gaze down toward the earth and seeing the floor, the ground below. You might even turn your head. You can move the eyes, move the head. Notice colors, shapes, your surroundings. You can start to lift the gaze, perhaps even looking up toward the ceiling. Noticing the light, the shadows, the colors, shapes. And this can really help us to arrive, to ground in our space. And from this process of orienting, you may notice also any sounds, perhaps closing the eyes, tuning into the soundscape. And the smells. You might have a favorite incense burning or smudge. Attuning to the senses that connect us with the elements. The sense of smell connects us with the element of earth. And we'll move now into a restorative yoga posture, a very grounding, earth-oriented restorative yoga posture called supported child's pose. Shifting toward a table pose for a moment, just as you reach for your props. I like to use a block for this posture. My bolster on top of a block. You might prefer to move the block to not have one. The cushion can be placed here on your bolster or under your bum. The knees frame the bolster. And then as you feel ready, once you feel settled with your props, you might reach for any extra cushions, pillows if needed. We'll start to lay down on the bolster. Bring the front of the body down onto the cushion. I like to turn my head to one side, and then at about half of the time in the pose, I turn my head to the opposite side, and I'll give you a little cue as to when that is. You may prefer to keep your neck neutral and to have your forehead down, perhaps on a pillow or a folded blanket, even your forearms. You might imagine yourself tucking into the shape of a seed, as if you're planting yourself in the earth here. Really fully arriving in this practice, embodying the element of earth that connects us with this physical body, this manifest layer of our own being, of your being. The most dense of the elements and the most dense layer of the self, the physical body. And so we can sense the pull of gravity here, guiding you down, giving you permission to release, to let go of effort, to be held. Feel the unconditional support offered by the earth, unconditional nurturance, just like a tiny seed would gather everything that it needs from the support of earth that it's planted in. All of the nourishment needed. The earth element also connects us with the Muladhara chakra, and an essence of feeling safe, secure, stable, supported. Can you feel this as you rest here in the supported child's pose? Welcoming a sense of safety, comfort, security, stability. And if your head is turned to one side, we'll take a moment to shift. Turning your head slowly, carefully to the opposite side. In our restorative postures, we allow the body to be completely effortless. That might mean taking a few little micro movements, a bit more time to settle in. Honor what you need. Another offering of the earth element, the wisdom of noticing what you need, having your vital needs, your most fundamental needs for survival met, which includes rest. Rest essential for you to thrive, to survive and thrive. Allow yourself to let go of your effort. Turn it over to the earth. We'll take just 3 more breaths here. And as you rise, you might rise with the eyes closed down. And we shift our way to a seat. We're going to make our way to a comfortable seated position. You might sit on your bolster or your block, your pillow. For some pranayama breath work here. Moving into the water element now. Sense your breath. It's a wave-like undercurrent. Each wave of breath rising and falling. Wave upon wave flowing in and out of the body. Start to welcome the sound of each breath. And on your next exhale, breathe out of the nose. Breathe out of the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, prepare to make a ha sound on the exhale. Ha. And with this ha sound, to make it, you might start to become aware of an engagement of your throat tissues, like you're activating, engaging your throat. Maybe you imagine you're fogging a mirror in front of you. And once you get familiar with the engagement of the throat that's involved here, you might try closing the mouth and then still imagining you're fogging a mirror, as if through the nostrils, with the nostrils. Or like this mirror is still here, this window, but you close the mouth as you're fogging it. Still an audible breath happening. And perhaps you start to weave this in on the inhale as well, the engagement of the throat. On the inhale and the exhale now happening through the nostrils. Finding Ujjayi pranayama, ocean sounding breath. It might sound like you have seashells over your ears. Feel the movement of the breath flowing as we connect with the water element, wave-like rhythmic breaths here. And the water element teaches us about movement, about flowing with change, the ever-flowing, unstopping rhythms of change in our lives. Can we move with the flow, just as the breath is always flowing, shifting, changing? We embrace this change. We move with it without resistance. We welcome what comes and we release what is leaving, what is falling away. The life-death life cycle of each breath and of life itself. Water connects us with emotions, creativity, fluidity, passion, pleasure. And you can keep breathing this way as we start to welcome in movement, shifting from water element into fire element now. The fire element also connected to movement and a warmth. On your next inhale, maybe an ocean sounding inhale, reach your arms out and up toward the sky. Gather the hands together, draw them down toward the heart. Finding sun breaths, you might imagine you're painting, tracing the shape of the sun around you. As you breathe in and out, you can let go of Ujjayi Pranayama and just stay with a deepened breath, or perhaps you keep that engagement of the throat, the audible inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now on this next time that you reach your arms out and up, tracing the sun around you, exhale, draw your arms down toward the right side, a gentle twist. Breathe into center, arms reach up. Breathe out, twisting toward the left. Flowing with breath, and you might sense this gentle rotation of the spine, guided not only by the rhythm of breath, but the solar plexus here at the low ribs. You could imagine an inner sunshine here initiating this movement. This is where the fire element lives. We can stimulate the inner fire with these gentle rotations, stimulate Agni, fires of digestion, with twists. Let's find one more twist toward the right. Inhale to center once more toward the left. Beautiful. Come back to center. Arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, hands draw down to the thighs or knees. Inhale, reach the heart forward, send shoulder blades back. You might bring your awareness to the solar plexus, the home of fire element. Exhale, tuck the navel in towards spine, rounding the back. Breathe in, draw forward. Some movement with breath, warming the body, the joints. Welcoming in fire element. You might visualize in your mind's eye flames moving as if in a dance, just as you move in a dance-like flow, the rhythm of your breath. One more time, inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale, rising up to a tall seat. And the fire element invites us to step into our inner sense of power and confidence, will. Now, before we move into the Abhyanga, the self-massage practice with the oil, notice what you might need and feel empowered to move through any stretches. Perhaps you move the neck. You might ask your body, what does my neck need? What do my shoulders need at this time? You choose. This is your practice, your time. Feel empowered to take up this space, to find the movement you need. Perhaps it's integrating in stillness, and that's beautiful. You might just move and stretch intuitively. Taking about 5 more breaths. in your exploration. Wonderful. And then we'll move back into a comfortable seat. You can reach for your oil. And in just the same way of asking, of noticing what you might need. As you reach for your oil, your lotion, again, this is just an optional part. Having the oil or lotion is not required. You can again ask your body, where would you like to be massaged? Perhaps your oil is scented with essential oils. You can enjoy the aromatherapy of these oils by taking a deep breath in through the nose, out of the mouth. Good. You might massage your neck, your shoulders, your hands. You could massage your feet. Now the sense of touch connects us with the element of air. So we are always in contact, in touch with the air around us. Enjoying the loving benefit of your own touch. And the healing of your own loving touch. Air element calls us to expand, to balance, to grow. To be open and understanding and spacious. You can continue with this gentle massage for as long as you wish to. This practice of Abhyanga. And in the closing of this practice, of embodying the elements today, I would love to guide you into a supported back bend, a heart opening position. The element of air connects us with the heart center, and you might like to enjoy a back bend, a restorative variation where you can use a block or two. Again, if you don't have a block, that's okay. You can use your bolster. Place your bolster perpendicular, or place your bolster parallel to the long edges of your mat. You might be able to prop it up with some props there to bring a bit of incline to the bolster. I like to add a pillow here as well. I'm coming to sit in front. So this is a nice way to close this practice and some integration and relaxation. Your legs might stretch out, or you can bend the legs, letting the knees lean onto each other as the feet open out a bit wider. And welcome a sense of openness, spaciousness into the heart center. Feel the front of the body relaxing upward, outward. As if one with the air, the space above and all around you. And as you rest here, I have a special invitation for you today. You can continue to lay back and just listen, listening to this special invitation. If you feel inspired by today's practice to learn more about your relationship to the elements and how they help you to embrace life, to experience life and existence more fully, while you connect with your senses through these elements and the chakras, your spirituality as well, your energies, then you may wish to join me in a 4-part series called Embodying the Elements. A 4-week, 4-part series where each week we will dive into one element more in depth. So today was a little taste of what we will enjoy in this series. Week 1 will be the element of earth, starting with grounding practices. Week 2, the element of water. Week 3, fire, and that inner power, our sense of confidence. Week 4, air. So moving week by week through this journey of embodying the elements with different practices like gentle and restorative yoga, Ayurvedic techniques like Abhyanga. We'll be leaning into the wisdom of Ayurveda and of the chakras. We'll enjoy breathwork, pranayama, meditation, affirmations, things like this, journaling. So lots of loveliness to come in this 4-week series. And you can find this series in the School of Living Yoga online studio. This series will be happening in September of 2024. And to join this series, I actually have a link for you below to sign up to create your membership for the online yoga studio with the School of Living Yoga with a 2-week free trial. So in this studio, you'll find not just this workshop, but a vast replay library of other special workshops and series, as well as weekly yoga classes. So every day there's something happening in this studio. We have pranayama and gentle yoga with me every Tuesday happening live. There's vinyasa flow practices with me, as well as yoga nidra offerings with Ali Boothroyd, Kristen Rose, restorative yoga and yoga nidra practices with Tina Kivanen. Lots to look forward to, including this special workshop series happening in September, Embodying the Elements. If you are going to join me, please visit the link below in the description of this video, and you can let me know in the comments with maybe an emoji that represents the element that you feel most connected to, or perhaps one that you wish to foster a deeper connection with in your journey of self-inquiry and awareness. Wonderful. So you might be continuing to rest back in your supported back bend, connecting with the element of air. You can take as long as you wish to be there in that supported back bend, opening up through the heart. And then just whenever you feel ready to transition, coming to a deeper breath and moving toward a seat. In the closing of this practice, just know that you're welcome to rest in your supported back bend for as long as you wish. And I'll say goodbye, and that I hope to see you in the online studio for the 4-week series, Embodying the Elements. So much love to each and every one of you, and gratitude to you for being here today, for watching this video. I can't wait to see you again soon. Be well. Bye for now.